What should you order in this British restaurant? David here.
Hello, I'm Kelly.
In this lesson, you'll learn how to order a meal in a restaurant. The conversation takes place at a restaurant,
The speakers are strangers.
so they will speak formal English. Okay, let's listen to the conversation. Are you ready to order?
I would like to ask a couple of questions first. It says in the menu that the quiche is vegan. Is that correct? Are there any eggs in it?
No, madam, there are no eggs. It is fully vegan.
That's good. How spicy is your Thai curry?
It has a 3-spice rating, which means that it is very spicy.
That might be too spicy for me. I will have the quiche. Can you bring the bill afterwards, please?
Of course. Listen to the conversation one time slowly. Are you ready to order?
I would like to ask a couple of questions first. It says in the menu that the quiche is vegan. Is that correct? Are there any eggs in it?
No, madam, there are no eggs. It is fully vegan.
That's good. How spicy is your Thai curry?
It has a 3-spice rating, which means that it is very spicy.
That might be too spicy for me. I will have the quiche. Can you bring the bill afterwards, please?
Of course. It sounds like Katrina is vegan.
It does. Food allergies and special diets are becoming more and more common in the UK, so she would be one of many that live a vegan lifestyle.
Is it easy to be vegan or avoid allergies?
I think so, yes. The UK has a wide variety of foods, so shopping or eating for allergies or intolerances isn't too difficult.
Is it okay in restaurants?
Most restaurants have detailed information on their food that will list ingredients and highlight allergy information. So you just need to ask, like Katrina did.
There are lots of specialist food stores too.
Yeah, there are many health food stores that have sections for example, gluten-free food.
You can get organic fruit and vegetables in supermarkets too.
You can, but that's typically more expensive than regular fruit or vegetables.
It's better for you though.
I agree.
Now, let's take a look at the vocabulary from this lesson. The first word is
Correct.
true, free of errors.
Correct. Correct.
Next, we have
Quiche.
a pie-like dish made from a pastry shell with a filling of savory custard and other ingredients such as cheese, ham, or seafood.
Quiche. Quiche.
Next, we have
Fully.
totally, completely.
Fully. Fully.
Next, we have
Spicy.
seasoned with spice, hot to eat.
Spicy. Spicy.
Next, we have
Rating.
a classification system based on quality or rank.
Rating. rating.
Next, we have
Curry.
an Indian dish made with spices and usually served with either rice or naan bread.
Curry. Curry.
And last,
Afterwards.
at a later time.
Afterwards. Afterwards.
Let's have a closer look at the usage of some of the words and phrases from this lesson. The first word is
Vegan.
meaning a person who eats nothing that comes from an animal. Vegans are different from vegetarians, right?
Yes, they are. Vegans not only don't eat any animal products, including things such as eggs, but they also won't use any other animal products.
Oh, you mean things like leather?
Yes, leather, wool. Vegans won't touch that. If you have to cook or buy a present for someone who is vegan, be careful.
Check all of the ingredients or materials.
Definitely.
Can you give us an example using this word?
Sure. For example, you can say, my sister has been a vegan since she was 18.
Which means my sister hasn't eaten or used animal products since she was 18. Okay, what's the next word?
Curry.
Meaning a spicy dish that originated in South and Southeast Asia. We briefly spoke about curry before and said it was really popular in the UK.
Curry houses, that is, curry restaurants, are everywhere in the UK.
Is it the same as the curry you'd find in India or Pakistan, for example?
No, it's evolved a bit to suit Brits a bit more.
How is it different?
It's still hot and made from different spices, but some of the flavours are different, and so is the way it's served.
Can you give us an example using this word?
Sure. For example, you can say, let's go for a curry after work.
Which means, let's eat a hot and spicy meal after work. Okay, now on to the lesson focus. In this lesson, you'll learn how to order a meal in a restaurant. But first, let's review how to use the relative pronoun which. In the dialogue, the waiter said it has a 3-spice rating, which means that it is very spicy.
That is an example of which being used as a relative pronoun.
So let's concentrate on the use of which only.
All right. Some relative pronouns like who, for example, are used when talking about people, which is only used for things.
Such as the 3-spice rating in the dialogue.
The waiter could have used 2 separate sentences. He could have said it has a 3-spice rating as sentence 1.
And then, it means it is very spicy as sentence 2.
But using short sentences like that when they can be connected sounds a little strange. Native English speakers wouldn't do that.
They would connect the sentences.
Yes, native and fluent English is full of long sentences. For example, I caught the train, which was late, at King's Cross Station.
You used which to add in the information that the train was late.
Yes, the sentence flowed and sounded natural.
Okay, in the last lesson, we looked at the word may. Now, let's look at a word that is kinda similar, might.
Might isn't as polite as may. It isn't rude in any way, it just isn't as polite. We can use the word may for permission, but we can't use might for permission.
Okay, so those are the differences. How about the similarities?
We can use might for possibility. He might pass the test if he studies hard.
They mightn't eat meat, I'm not sure.
Note that negative might not was contracted into mightn't there. It can also be used for suggestion.
We can suggest and recommend things.
You might want to wash your hands before eating.
You might want to read the lesson notes for this lesson.
Oh, good one. So, if you find yourself in a restaurant, there are many set phrases you can use to order some food.
These all follow a similar pattern, and you can switch the name of the food for any other food.
To begin with, you can tell the waiter, I'm ready to order, to say that you have decided.
Then the waiter will be ready to take your order.
I fancy some steak. So I could say, I will have the steak. Or, could I have the steak, please?
If you want steak but aren't sure if they have it, you can ask, do you have steak?
And if they do, you can order. I'm hungry now, so let's go and eat steak.
Good idea. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Are you ready to order?
I would like to ask a couple of questions first. It says in the menu that the quiche is vegan. Is that correct? Are there any eggs in it?
No, madam, there are no eggs. It is fully vegan.
That's good. How spicy is your Thai curry?
It has a 3-spice rating, which means that it is very spicy.
That might be too spicy for me. I will have the quiche. Can you bring the bill afterwards, please?
Of course.